Hello, welcome back to Transistor, and here we go. We're gonna get some wheels.
Yeah, good call.
Going through.
That's our way out.
Huh? Ooh, it's a motorbike condition like new.
Okay, E64 on-ramp. 5 blocks down. Take the second right. Do not turn left. And thanks for the lift. Left. Thought we were gonna skip town. We're going back there. You meant these things. They do not have a sense of humor. They will track you down, wipe you out, and take whatever's left of me back to those 2-bit Camerata pieces of trash. Look, whatever you're thinking, do me a favor. Don't let me go.
This is really interesting. The music's fantastic, really interesting setting, intriguing setup for the story. I feel a lot more immersed and interested than I did when playing Bastion. The visual design's fantastic, so far I am really digging this.
Poor bike. Just 10 more blocks to the set.
Red, did you wreck the bike? Ooh, I like the birds. That was cool. I really like that sparky effect behind the sword. That's really cool. So interestingly, as I said, this character's actually rendered out 3D model. She's not actually being rendered in real time. She's been rendered out as sprite frames, much like the sprites in say Baldur's Gate, but much higher resolution. Which I, at first, when I was studying this game to try to discover its secrets, I thought it was a real-time 3D model because when I watched the footage, the turns were so smooth. In fact, unlike if you think about like Baldur's Gate, another isometric game, the characters had 4 directions they could face in, whereas I believe Red has something like 16, and so it means that her turns look very smooth, which works well for an action game.
They beat us here.
They did. Right, I'm gonna jaunt through them and then shoot things at them, and it's gonna be awesome. Pachoo and reach. Go.
Stronger than the last ones.
Come on.
You're up.
Okay. Around here. Can I reach through them? Nice. And jaunt. And then smash it. Go. That did not do as much damage as I had hoped. Go. These creeps are annoying. Quite interesting how the enemies are all called things like creeps and jerks. I wonder when I'm going to find out the significance of that. Oh, shit. Okay, so when I use that, I have a recharge time. That's worth knowing, I guess. Go.
They were waiting. Thought we made good time, too.
Interesting. I really like this satisfaction guaranteed junction jams. Oh, I guess we could go in.
Not a soul. Hardly recognize this place without the foot traffic.
Let's go and get drunk. Oh. I wanted to go to the cool-looking bar.
Fertile ground.
Press right bumper. Whee! What does this do? I'm having so much fun! I don't think it actually does anything. Oh, that was fun.
Terminal still up.
OBC terminal. Foods. Ooh, delicious foods.
Must be starving.
Yeah, I've only got a cup of tea here and a packet of crisps that I can't eat because, like, it would make such a lot of noise. Crisps, by the way, for those of you watching who do not know, is the British English word for what Americans would call potato chips. Satisfy your craving with a complimentary Junction Jan's Gourmet Flatbread. Flatbread?
Sea Monster's really the only choice here.
Supremo Deluxe, Harvest Garden, Sea Monster, Mystery Jans. Well, our sword is recommending Sea Monster, so okay.
Yes! Just have to get back to your place before it gets cold.
Meal will be delivered to your address in 8 minutes. Have a good one. Where's my place? Oh,
they're hungry too.
What are those things? No. But that does nothing.
Now.
That usually works. Breach it. Okay. And let's jaunt. And okay. And then I've got another one over there. Breach it.
Left ourselves open for seafood flatbread.
Okay, that's what's that do? Whoa! Okay, so holding this bumper just makes me stand in a cool ray of light. Whee! Whee!
Never seen Goldwalk cleared out.
Access point. Okay, let's check the access point. So far it seems to be Y, inspect function.
You got on the camera on a short list. More than just a name to them now.
Okay, so subject, Red, ranked in the top percentile of Cloudbank's contemporary performing artists for 5 years, Red demonstrated early interest in music despite studying at Transistor Hall. Transistor groomed many of the city's most ambitious civic planners, though Red spent the majority of her time developing the Academy's nascent arts program and was the first on record to select 2 non-traditional disciplines. Records indicate she was reluctant to explain, citing personal reasons. She remained reticent even after gaining the spotlight, and when asked about her past and influences, would often say her work spoke for itself. She did admit, however, that she never wrote her music with intent to stir controversy. Interesting. Install and use function in an upgrade slot to learn more. What does that mean? So she's 27, she's female, she selects, her selections are music and linguistics, reasons cited declined, trace status intact, decryption process, okay, And right bumper. Details. Active slot effect. Oh, I see. So this ability comes from her. Upgrade slot effect. It stuns and disrupts. So that's crash, which is red. So red is crash. Okay. Upgrades. Crash, breach, crash, jump. And then I can see what it would do. So, breach, inspect function.
You've reached the hopefully not permanent address of Mr. Nobody.
Mr. Nobody. Error. Subject background data corrupted during integration. Reason unknown. Age unknown. Gender unknown. Selections declined. Reasons cited still figuring things out. Trace status non-recoverable. Details. So this is breach, which is presumably our sword. And upgrade slot effect. It accelerates functions, increases range. So then we've got spark.
LILLIAN Platt used to run the OVC. Said she left for personal reasons.
Okay. Age 33, gender female. Selections physics negotiation. Reasons cited problem solving. Trace status integrated. What does integrated mean in this specific case? One of the preeminent scientific minds in Cloudbank, Miss LILLIAN Platt was the youngest ever individual to be elected as chairwoman of the OVC board. Under her leadership, the number of OVC terminals in Cloudbank more than doubled, and the quality of the broadcast strengthened more than fourfold. However, she then became the youngest ever individual to leave the post, as she tendered a resignation in less than 2 years to pursue extracurricular interests. In private conversations, several of her former colleagues indicated that Miss Platt, following the sudden disappearance of a close personal friend, Mr. Maximilius Darcy, who according to the official OVC transcripts decided one day to move to the country. So this is Spark, and it split and subdivided most functions for greater results. That might be worth doing at some point when we get some other abilities. And then finally, we have, oh yeah, we've got a couple. We've got Jaunt.
Preston MOYLE. Guess he went out joyriding one night and never came back.
So I guess these people are dead. Age 29, gender male, selections reflexes machinery. I wanted to go fast and go far. Trace status integrated. Does integrated mean dead and they've become like a program or something? Function derived from contact with subjects. Trace data encrypted in function. Cloudbank's racing circuit never knew the likes of Preston MOYLE, who shattered speed records with aplomb for 4 years straight. Credited with popularising the sport of 1200cc racing, Mr. MOYLE gained celebrity not merely for his exceptional riding ability, but also because he built his motorbikes with his own hands. Ever the thrill-seeker, Mr. MOYLE became known for seeking out Cloudbank's remotest strips of road. Then one day Mr. MOYLE was altogether gone, having left his personal effects behind, save for his fastest bike. Yeah, sorry, that's the one we just wrecked. So Jaunt, which is, as we've seen, awesome, so I think that one's going to be staying around for a bit. And of course Bounce.
It's Nyla. Everybody said she split after Goldwalk Channel opened up.
Age 34, female, empathy politics, everyone deserves the best, integrated. Nyla. One would have difficulty finding a more active or outspoken member of the community of Cloudbank's Goldwalk districts as Miss Nyla Chen. She allotted more than 66% of her time on activities such as passing ordinances to improve underdeveloped regions, reaching out and educating habitual non-voters, or advocating for groups lacking adequate representation. Her motives were rarely questioned, as her love for the district was in fact sincere, stemming from positive early experiences that grew to become fierce nostalgia. Ms. Chen, whatever, did have her detractors, however, and this became very clear at the opening she arranged for the Goldwalk Channel. So this is, of course, our That's the ricocheting ability. Can I reorganize these? I'd like to remove that and remove that, and I'd like to put it to my X, and then I'd like to put this. It splits things, so I'd like to attach that instead. So it'll add projectiles, jumps per particle. So that would make for a very destructive ability, I think. Okay, let's try that. Okay.
Looks promising. Maybe not for your knees.
Yeah, that looks fun.
Wait, want to check the channel back there?
Oh, what? What channel? Shit! Yes, I want to check the channel. Let's use that new ability we've got.
Okay, it's on.
Wait, what? I don't know what's going on. My health is not good. My health is not good. Okay, so I have to use cover. Okay. And then jaunt away. Ah. How do I get health? Help. Overload bounce loss.
You're still here, you're okay.
Oh, I see. When I lose health, damn it. Yes. You guys stay like that. Perfect.
Just passing through.
Jeez.
What do you see?
Let's see. So I can get either load, explosive area of effect, form a volatile packet, strike packet to produce a large blast, or it can increase the area of effect of most functions, or switch, hypnotic double crossing. I'm not a big fan of status spells, so I'm going to use this one. Oh good, there's one of those. Yeah, I wanted to check the channel, didn't I? Okay, so overloaded, repaired in one more access point. Okay, so I'm gonna remove it. I'm gonna put that in there. And equip that to that. Alright, let's try that.
Ready here. Go on, pop it.
Oh, that is cool.
This better not grow back.
Yes. Oh, I'm gonna check out over here first. What? Why did I just see a ghost to myself? Ah, okay, cool. So that should be back again. No? Okay. Oh, maybe I should check the... Do I get to choose where I go? Or is this just a thing to check? Car's running in 0.
No queue to get in. That's a first.
Oh.
This can't be the channel.
Okay.
Guess what's inside? Yep, explosions. Back for more?
Oh god, why is it this guy? No way, I don't like you.
You're fixing the big guy. Do your worst.
Yeah, do your worst. Oh god. Emergency turned. Great. No. No. It's not what I wanted to do. Oh, shit.
That's one way to do it.
I feel like an idiot.
All quiet.
So, what was back through that way? I can't go back. Okay. Access point. So I guess I've lost that ability for now, but I've got this one back. Woohoo! I'm gonna have this. Yeah. Install that with that instead. Okay.
Unplugged.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay. ABC terminal. Goldwalk.
They're saying everyone up and left. Nothing to see here.
No questions and answers following evacuation of the popular Cloud Bank district. More info. News brief.
Admin's just towing the line.
The northwestern quadrant of Cloud Bank remains offline pending investigation OPI. Authorities downplaying any connections between their investigation and recent disappearances. Chief Inspector Walther Nees praised the work of the 18th Precinct charged with the task. This is the most thorough procedure ever conducted on my watch, says Mr. Nees. Presently, there is no estimate for when Goldwalk citizens will be able to return home. Posting I don't believe a word of this. Don't believe a word. Don't comment on Goldwalk opening up anytime soon. Red. Nice. Okay. So I guess we go back this way. Unless we can go through there.
Jerk was hiding in here. Whatever here is.
Weird. It's really interesting. Can I go? Where do I go? Down here? Game. Game. You're not make it very obvious. Oh, Goldwalk Plaza.
Out of the channel in record time. Eight blocks off. Almost there.
Well, I think this is a good place to finish this for the time being, and join us next time for a bit more Transistor.